Well, Sascha, thank you so much for being on the show. Obviously, we want to have you on the show because it's National Volunteer Week this week, and you are a volunteer as the women's senior coach at Monbulk. Not only that, but you got nominated by several of your players as the April Coach of the Month. So firstly, I wanted to ask you, what do you love about coaching?
Look, mostly I love the enjoyment from the others, the people I'm coaching, the improvement, the joy they get, win or lose after a game. Try to make it more of a social participant part of it. So, like they're all coming in there. Just I had one mother just used to drop her daughter off, and I said, "Well, if you're going to sit there, come across and join in with us." And she's actually playing now. So
I love that.
her daughter's actually been injured. She comes back in a couple of weeks, but I'm looking forward to have the first mother-daughter people take the field. So she's pumped for it. So no, that's really good. Also, I didn't want to just sit back and be one of those people that say they need to do this, they should be doing this. I'd rather put my foot in the door and just say, all right, let's see if I can improve it. Like I suppose finally the club involvement. Like I played a lot of games at Monbulk and a couple other teams and that, and you sort of when you retire, you lose track of all the players, and then just coaching again, just you get back in it, people come back up and say hello, and it's what I love about it.
For sure. So, like, just off that, you've obviously been involved with this competition for quite a while. So you've played previously as well, right? I didn't know that. Cool, awesome. And then, what made you want to particularly volunteer as the coach of the women's senior team? It's obviously fairly new to our competition and to footy really in general that women have sort of been coming in and forming teams and starting to play. So what was it about that particular coaching role?
I coached a lot of junior sides through Monbulk. I did interleague, I think, for 3 years as well, around the under 13s and 14s age group. Totally enjoyed it, but just sort of struggled for time. And then the Monbulk had some coaches, and they were coming into a season 3 years ago, just over 2 years ago, and they didn't have a coach. And one of the players just said, "Would you coach us?" Just knew me, and I sort of thought about it. I thought, I struggle for time, and I came in and mentioned the family, and then my daughters, my son, my wife all said, "You'd be awesome. You should go out there and do it." And so I did, and I loved it. It's just been good fun. So, and then the other one is I sort of said when I did it, if I started 1 year, I'd do it for at least 3. So there's a bit of stability with it. So 3rd year now. I don't know, I'll probably go on next year or something. That's if they want me still. So that's all good.
Oh, according to the nominations, I think they will.
That cost me a fortune.
So I guess outside of footy skills, game style, that sort of thing, what else are you trying to teach your players?
Mostly I just want to get a good game style that's enjoyable for people to watch and spectate too, which we're getting there, and it's good. I suppose getting back to earlier where it was very a stop-start women's game, I've tried to make it more of a running game, allow the mistakes, allow the ball to hit the ground, just learn to pick it up quick and run with it. So, just enjoy it. Be loyal to your teammates and your club. Just sort of teach them sort of more in that situation. So, if someone's down, get back up and help them along. That's inside, outside of football. Whole lot, like someone needs help, go and help them. So it's more than just a football thing. I just want them to I suppose make better characters and people out of themselves. So I don't make them run hard. I hope they just run hard because they want to do it for themselves and myself. So
Amazing. All right, well, how did you feel when you learned you'd not only been nominated multiple times by multiple of your players for Coach of the Month, but you'd also been selected as the April winner?
You love the accolades, but I don't go out after them. I'd rather push other people forward and let them present and show to themselves. But look, it's you won't knock it. I would say you won't knock it back, but I mean, totally chuffed to have it. Still trying to find out the names of the people that dobbed me in, but they're keeping it a secret. But I think when I heard there was quite a few. Look, I suppose that comes back to the team part. Everything we do, we try to include everyone. So, like, even the captain nomination is not done by me. That's done by the team. They all put them forward. They just nominate 3 names and everything like that. And in what they're doing this year, we do a 1% thing where we just have a little 1% box and everyone puts a nomination in, whether it's just someone putting Good Shepherds and stuff like that on the weekend. So it's part of everything, and it's really good because it just shows that everyone's seeing the hard work that people do that's unnoticed. So, yeah, look, awesome to have. I suppose the girls are probably really proud to see me up there as well. But, yeah, look, it's yeah. When I say embarrassing, it's just I love to chat. I'll be the clown up front, but yeah, I am probably more shy in the long run. So yeah.
Yeah. I think it really does speak to, though, you know, that sort of team culture that you're talking about, that, you know, that they're nominating people from the team and people who are leading them for this sort of thing. I think it speaks to that really strong culture that you've built. So, you know, not to embarrass you further, but we had comments like, he teaches us so much. He has all the time in the world for us. You're such a mentor and you're a friend. So yeah, they obviously think very highly of you, which is, yeah, it's nice. Moving on to just Monbulk as a whole, what do you love about Monbulk as a club?
Look, we've got the raw part of it. They've got good facilities. Apparently there's a slope on the ground, but I'm just used to it, so it's all good now. But look, I think the clubs are not as much what you've got on the ground and everything like that. It all helps and stuff like that, but it's the families. Like, it's a very family club. Like, there's generations that just go through. I'm a life member, and we were just going through some life members nominations the other night, and like, it's just you just look back through, and there's just generations going through, and more people coming back, and as well as you know, people come from, you know, they come in as players and they stick around. They pretty much retire there, so it's really good. But in saying that, look, that's probably the same at all clubs. It's just a matter of getting in there and being involved. But no, with Monbulk, very welcoming. I'm totally loved when they brought the netball and stuff more in for the girls to get more involved. I did play a bit of footy up around Swan Hill for a couple of years, and they had netball in way back then too. So yeah, and especially the football. I actually believe that the girls outnumber probably most boys at all clubs, with all netball teams and the football team. So yeah, it's it's great to have. So
yeah, amazing. And when we think about volunteers, which obviously we know that these sort of clubs, like local level clubs, they're quite reliant on volunteers to keep things running. So why do you think they are important to grassroots sport?
Because it doesn't run without them. That's straight and simple. Look, your goal umpires, your timekeepers. I do say to my girls all the time, and I said it to the boys when I used to coach them too. Look, these people that stand in the goals every week, that timekeep, don't just walk them by. Just thank them. I was saying, you don't have to buy them anything or beers or you know, stuff like that. But just, you know, if you walk past them, thanks very much for doing that, and they'll keep coming back. And you know, the beauty about it is that more people volunteer. It doesn't become a hard job then. So it's just, you know, I'll do goal umpiring this week or stuff like that. But it's fantastic to have. I guess I wish I really noticed it more when I was a player coming through. When you start coaching and stuff like that, I did coach while I was playing, so you know, I sort of had a bit of it. But yeah, like now I've got. Well, anyone asks me to goal umpire, I'll jump in there. I actually enjoy goal umpiring. But yeah, it's bit. Oh look, I love it all, the coaching, all that stuff, and I make sure that I basically try to build that. Volunteers are part of my team too. They're going up by my assistant. You know, I've got my assistant coaches and stuff like that, and then even me players. You know, they're happy to jump on the water, run the water for us. Just to be, they might be injured, but they still want to be out there. So, yeah, it's an awesome thing. It'd be great if you could have a good proper day just to celebrate all the volunteers and say, look, you don't have to do it today, but just enjoy it. But I'm sure a lot of them volunteer because they go, I know how to do the job, and you're not going to do it right, so please just let me do it. So it's all good.
No, amazing. And then do you have a message for anyone who might want to get involved in supporting local football or netball and are considering volunteering? Like, maybe they're interested, but they haven't quite gotten into it yet.
I suppose the biggest part, and I'm a big one for it myself, is the you don't want to mess up, so you don't want to volunteer and do it, but just get involved. Like, you know, the as I said earlier, the lady that joined in training, she says, I can't kick, I've never played football before. But, you know, the more and more she went over, I said, just run around with them, just be involved, get to know the players. And yeah, it's a brilliant thing to do, you know, and then, you know, just to get to know a lot more people around the club. Look, my kids always say all the time, I walk down the street and people say hello to me, and you go, who's that? And I go, I don't really know. But they know me because I play football or I coach their kids or something like that. So they joke about it to me, but I'm also terrible with names as well. So it's look, it's a brilliant thing to be into. But yeah, it's yeah. Go ahead, give it a shot.
Yeah, amazing. And I have one more question for you, only because I can see it in the background there. You seem to have a Premier's photo behind you. Can you tell me a bit about that?
That was our first year when I took over the coaching, and I won't say it was through great coaching or everything, but it was the year where we had first and second division in the one sort of division, and then at the come finals they divvied them up. And as I said to the girls, when you start finals, it's a whole new season. Just give it a crack. You make mistakes, just try to fix it on the go. And yeah, they came through and they won that one. It was a wet day at Belgrave. It probably helped us, but yeah, it was just it was a big night. So yeah, no, but it was, look, all reward for effort. But as I said to him on the day, win or lose on the day, there's a lot of people that don't even get this opportunity. There was people that were injured on the sidelines, and I said, I said, enjoy it. I said, it don't, in matter of the result and everything, you hope for the result to go the right way. But, you know, in saying that, we won that. We went up to first division next year, and I don't think we came within 50 points of anyone. But the girls still turned up every week. And, yeah, training was a bit hard, but, yeah, they all still turned up. I still managed to field aside all the time. So, yeah, all credit to them. And I guess, you know, as I said to him last year, it's a team building thing. Like it was mostly the concussions that sort of hurt us most of the time, the numbers. But yeah, it's yeah, no, it was, look, fantastic to have. But yeah, it's, look, I just more want the enjoyment of the football. So yeah,
for sure.
Yep.
And just one more for you, because I did see it, we even posted it and it went a little bit viral a couple of rounds ago. I believe it was Jade who kicked a goal after the siren, put you in front and won the game.
Yeah,
obviously I'm sure you'd be proud of moments like that, but as you say, it's probably more like the game is about more than winning. It's not always about winning. But how did you feel in that moment, sort of seeing the girls stand up and seeing Jade? It was a great goal. It was a beautiful goal.
The bench cleared pretty quick because it was after the siren kick. Oh, look, the girls just running out. It was absolutely ecstatic. Yes, it was great to win. It was a very good game. I think even a draw I wouldn't have been disappointed with. But oh, look, she's one of the girls that copped a fair few concussions last year. She's a very good ruck person, but I did a deal with her mum. I wouldn't play her in the ruck if she played full forward. Otherwise, it was pretty much not at all. So yeah, I've put her down there. She's had to change her game. She's never not played out of the ruck. So yeah, she's doing really good. She's a nice focal point, and she's actually one of our leaders, one of our captains. So, but look, I love anyone that does it. I've got some girls that have played 2 or 3 or 4 games, and and I love it in opposition too when they get a goal, and you just see the whole side run in there, and you just think yourself, special opposition, pull it up, umpire, 6, 6 and 6, they're out of place. We should get the free. But look, I'll even go watch a lot of the Friday night games, and it's not scouting. I think I've watched several about 5 times, and I just enjoy watching the tactics of the women's football. There's not just, they just don't run and blitz away with it like the boys can. There's actually more strategy to it, and that goes through. My daughters play rep basketball, and I still same thing. It's look, if you don't judge women's football by what they're doing right now, but it's what they've done 2 or 3 years ago and the improvement that's coming through, I think yeah, even watching those games, I actually sit there and see the tactics going on, and it's just brilliant to watch. So yeah, all good.
For sure. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
And yeah, I really enjoyed talking to you and hearing a bit more about your role. So appreciate it.
No, thank you very much. Thank you.